Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I just want to talk about your daily program and how to have one, why you should have one. First of all, if you don't know what it is, a daily program is how you run your day, how you run your schedule, how you run your week. And it's not just simply picking up groceries, doing laundry, going to work, that kind of thing, because that's, laid in stone. That's part of your program for sure, because that's on your schedule, absolutely. But it's not the only thing. That's the baseline, because a lot of people, you have to do that. But you can still be depressed, clinically and chronically depressed, just always depressed. I know what it's like to be depressed for not just a few months, not just a little downturn, but 5, 10 years at a time. Horribly, horribly depressed. It completely destroys your life. That kind of depression ruins your life. I know what it's like to be a drug addict, and for a drug addict, you don't really have much of a schedule. I know what it's like to be a homeless drug addict, and your schedule is waking up, getting high. That's about it, So for people like that who are really trying to beat addiction and trying to snap out of depression, this is what you need to be on. This is what's going to help you. This is how you're going to get out of it, is through your program, your daily program. People in prison learn this real quick. Convicts that don't have a program, they don't have nothing. They just sit on their bunk, sit on the yard. They're trouble. And they're going to go crazy. They're going to go nuts. They're not going to do their time well. That's the type of person that could commit suicide. That's the type of person that could end up in Supermax for doing something stupid, ruin their life. I've met people that have gone through that, through the prison system and come out with law degrees. Come out a million times. They go in bank robbers and come out as paralegals and ready to join society. It's all about how you do your time. And when you're depressed and when you're on drugs, you don't have to be in prison in order to learn this. All you have to do is get on a program. Your program's real basic. You wake up early. Every day, wake up early. No matter what, you stay on your schedule. Your schedule's important. And you have to learn discipline. So even if you're tired, you wake up early. It doesn't matter if you have time. Oh, I have plenty of time. I could sleep in. That doesn't matter. You want to stay disciplined, and you're going to have to teach yourself discipline. So you want to fill your day, especially your early morning before you have to go to work. Wake up a couple hours before you have to leave the house and go to do your work, commute, before you have to go to do your job or whatever it is you do in your life. And give yourself time to get into a positive mindset, because that's what it's all about. You want to do a little bit of exercise every day. You want to get a good, if you don't go to the gym or anything like that, I suggest getting on a program like that also, and putting that part of your program as working out with weights. But if you're not, you can at least just do some push-ups and some basic, do some squats, do some basic body movements. That'll keep your muscles from atrophy. It'll force some blood flow into different areas of your body. And you always feel better. People use antidepressants when they should be using exercise. So if you have depression issues, you need to be waking up every day and jump out of bed, do some burpees, just like they do in the military. I love burpees. There's a bunch of ways to do them. You can go on YouTube and look at some different versions. There's a bunch of different ways people have tailored them. But it's a great full body exercise. You can really get in pretty good shape doing stuff like that. You don't need weights. You have no reason not to do this stuff. Get a little bit of reading in. It puts your brain into a different mode. It can take you out of, like, one side of your brain is split into two halves. You have an analytical side and then like an artistic side. So you want to use both of those, and you want to get your brain going so you make good decisions for the day. And after you've read a chapter in a book, pick a novel, whatever you like, a topic, history, I don't care what you like, read anything. So you're getting, the first thing when you wake up, you're getting a little bit of exercise, and you're not only just learning a little bit, but you're forcing your brain chemically and neurologically through its circuitry, because it's like a little machine. It fires little electronic messages to different parts of your brain, different parts of your body. You're going to be working all of that. Reading does this. I'm not kidding. It's a wonderful trick. Get yourself some food. Eat healthy. One of the reasons why we eat healthy is because food is also like a drug. You'll find that if you eat shit food, you eat crap food, you eat junk food, too much sugar, too much carbs, empty carbs. Some carbs are good, but you don't want to have just nothing but pastries and bullshit. Especially lay off the sugar. This can affect you emotionally, give you that rise and fall. If you're battling from depression, you really need to watch what you eat. Eat healthy. This will help you. You don't need to be taking all these drugs psychiatrists give you for depression. That just numbs you. You're going to attack this. Your program is going to conquer this for good. You won't be running from anything anymore. Get a little bit of food in you. Get some oatmeal, some fruit, something healthy. It's good for your digestive tract. Get some protein. Eggs are good protein. What I do after that is I go to the gym. So I get me some calories in me and I go to the gym. My morning little exercises, I'll do some push-ups and things like that. That's just to get the blood flowing. For me, that's not that's not a workout. For some people, that's a good workout because I don't know what stage of fitness you're at. I've been working out, pretty heavily for many years. So I'll go to the gym and bust out a real workout. Do some heavy weights or some machines. I go 6 days a week at the gym. I split my workout. First 3 days I do dumbbells, barbells, real heavy weights, man weights. And then the other 3 days I use mostly machines, cables, light weights. I'm working on more of a hypertrophy kind of, just working on form and trying to get more time under tension and just, so that's how I split my workout up. 6 days a week. I'm only in the gym for about an hour. I'm not one of these 3 hour, 4 hour a day gym rats. I'm not a steroid guy. I got shit to do. Then after the gym, I get myself some more calories in me. I'll get a protein shake, stuff like that to fuel that muscle growth that's needed in order to, because you just went into the gym and worked out, so you need to replace some of that you just burned off, calories and protein and all that. And then you can start your day. You go to work. You do your 8-hour shift, whatever it is that you do, 10 hours, whatever you do, 6 hours. If you don't work and you have that time in your hand and you're dealing with depression and you're dealing with drug addiction, one or the other or both, you're going to need to fill in things. You can't just come home and go to sleep. You want to avoid those kinds of naps, even if you have time in your hands. It's fine to stay well rested. That's important. And you have to understand that rest is needed in order for healing. And you may be in a mode of healing yourself. But don't use that shit as a crutch. Stay awake. Stay disciplined. This whole program is for a reason. It will save your life. And you fill your day with mind, body, and soul activities. So if you're looking for things to do, you're writing your list, use those as your headings and look for things in those categories. You want to schedule your eating, especially if you've been on drugs. Eat lunch every day at the same time. Count your calories. Make sure you're getting your calories in. Eat your breakfast every day at the same time. Make sure you get a certain amount of calories for breakfast. Eat your dinner at the same time. Generalize. It doesn't have to be in the same minute to the same moment, but generally at the exact same time every day. You can have snacks in between. Have those snacks be healthy. I time all this stuff out. It's all part of my program. My whole day is structured. When you are going through depression, heavily depressed, I've had a lot of friends who've committed suicide, just 2 this year, a couple last year. I've had so many friends over the last 10 years that have committed suicide. It's just so sad. None of them had a program. If any one of them would have had a program, they wouldn't have done that. I guarantee you, they'd still be alive today. But I try to live each day as the same day. Now, that doesn't mean my whole day is the same. There's variety in my day, but I keep it structured. Every day is the same. I program every day, 7 days a week. There's no days off with this. I want every day when I go to bed to be the same. When I'm brushing my teeth, it's at the same time every night. I do the same routine. I floss the same way. I do it the same every day, and I learn this discipline. And it'll really train your mind to get on a path of clarity. It'll strengthen your mindset to where you can be more positive. And when you're depressed, that's what you need, is to be more positive. It's all mental. Everything that is going on with you with depression or addiction is all mental. You can fight it. And if you feel too weak to fight it, which trust me, I know, because you can feel like, who's that Atlas, where you're holding the world, it can just feel like it's so much of a weight on you. But you have to go through the motions of discipline. People who are in the military learn this. You get guys, I have had friends of mine who were, and I don't want to badmouth them because they're heroes now that they're in the military, but before they joined, some of these guys were losers, and they know who they are. I mean, real losers. And they didn't know nothing. Nothing about nothing. Didn't know how to even brush their teeth right. Didn't even know how to go to sleep right. Didn't know how to eat right. Didn't know how to do anything. Never had to think about that shit. And then they learn. And it can feel hard at first. You're just kind of doing this stuff and you don't really realize why. But then after you've been through it for a while, you ask any seasoned veteran and they know why. And they're thankful for having that training. And they live the rest of their lives with it. My grandfather was this way. He got up. He still gets up. He's 90-something years old. He's still up at 4 a.m., whatever time the bugle call was when he was in the Army. He still jumps out of bed and ready to go. I mean, your program is everything. So get on one. Get yourself a program. Living each day the same, like this, gets you step by step, incrementally, further each day on a right path and towards a path of being healthy with your mind, your body, and your soul. At the end of each day, it builds up. So then all of a sudden you have 2 days. You have 3 days. It's Wednesday already. And you're like, wow, I've lived 3 days with eating right, waking up in a good time, doing these things for myself, getting healthy. All of a sudden it's Friday. You have a whole week under your belt. It's Sunday. You've had 7 days under your belt. You're looking back and you're like, wow, I did that for a whole week. I'm better now than I was 7 days ago. A month goes by. 2 months goes by. You keep growing as a person. You keep getting stronger. That depression that you felt like was chasing you, you're not running from it. You're battling it. And you're winning. And the more you stay on your program, the more success you get. The more you stay on that path, it becomes a lifestyle. And for me, I feel like this is what saved me. If I didn't have my program, I'd still be where I was. Because there has to be a certain amount of discipline and action in your life that's related to that discipline. Without that, you're just playing a mind game, a thought experiment. You can't just think your way out of a depression sometimes, because the thinking, that mindset is what got you there. You know, I forget who said it, Einstein or someone said it, but you can't use the same methods that got you into the problem to get you out of the problem. You have to change your methods. You have to redirect, readjust those sights, take another shot. So this program will save you if you're going through addiction problems and you're trying to get sober, if you're going through depression problems and you're trying to stay with it, trying to stay on board, trying to stay above the waters, trying to stay away from that abyss, you know. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. So let's start tomorrow. You can start in the morning. Thanks for watching.